Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into an invisible force that is probably messing with your home right this very second. It's ruining your internet connection, it's tripping up your security system, and honestly, it might even be messing with your car. We're talking about a daily phenomenon that impacts literally every single one of us, yet most people have absolutely zero idea it's happening right under their noses.
Think about your daily routine for a second. Have you ever noticed a highly specific, totally infuriating tech glitch? Like, does your Wi-Fi randomly crash or just buffer endlessly the exact moment someone in the kitchen turns on the microwave? You're right in the middle of a crucial video call, the microwave hums to life to heat up some leftovers, and boom, you are frozen on screen. It seriously feels like your house is cursed, right? Well, it's not a ghost, it's just physics.
Let's start by putting a name to this invisible house guest causing all your headaches.
What we are actually dealing with here is called radio frequency interference, or RFI for short. Basically, RFI is just stray electromagnetic radiation. You see, electronic devices all around us are constantly emitting these invisible waves. Sometimes they're doing it entirely on purpose, like your cell phone, but a lot of the time, they do it totally by accident. And when these stray electromagnetic waves cross paths with a network's antenna or a wireless access point, they create noise. That noise disrupts the signals your devices are actually trying to send to one another, which is exactly what causes your wireless networks or your home electronics to slow down, drop their connections, or just completely malfunction.
To see how this builds up, let's walk through a day of escalating tech glitches.
Imagine a totally relatable day-in-the-life scenario in a modern home. It's morning. Your sprinkler system suddenly turns on at a completely random time and soaks the driveway. Then you get in your car and your GPS navigation completely fails on you due to interference. Annoying for sure, but you probably just shrug it off. Then at noon, someone uses the microwave, and exactly as we mentioned, it totally kills the Wi-Fi. But here's the scariest one. At night, you can't lock your vehicle because your car key fob is totally unresponsive, and then your garage door suddenly opens all by itself. Now, you might think your equipment is fundamentally broken, but according to our sources from Palomar engineers, in a lot of cases, this is simply an RFI signal interfering with the AC power lines or the control lines connected to these systems.
So, why exactly do these signals clash? It really comes down to an invisible traffic jam.
Think of your home's airspace kind of like a highway. To communicate clearly, devices need their own space, their own dedicated lane, so they don't step on each other's toes. Now, when we look at Wi-Fi radio interference, we're talking about devices that are actually supposed to communicate wirelessly, but they're all trying to drive on the exact same invisible one-lane highway. The 2.4 GHz band is notoriously crowded because baby monitors, cordless phones, Bluetooth devices, and all of your neighbors' routers are trying to use it at the very same time. But then we have non-Wi-Fi interference. These are devices that were never even designed to talk over radio waves, but they end up being incredibly noisy anyway. When you run a microwave oven or have certain power lines or fluorescent lights turned on, they literally throw rogue interference right into that same 2.4 GHz lane. The result? A massive traffic jam. And this traffic jam drastically increases what's called network latency, which is really just a fancy way of saying it takes much longer for a message to get from one device to another.
Now, this isn't just about buffering Netflix. It gets serious when these glitches become dangerous. Just listen to this quote from security industry experts. Symptoms are hard to predict. You may have false alarms, no alarms, trouble indications. It depends on the strength of the induced signal. So here is why this happens. When a stray electromagnetic wave makes contact with a standard copper wire or a circuit, it actually induces an abnormal voltage right into that path. The stronger the stray wave, the higher the voltage generated. Your home's extensive wiring basically acts like a giant antenna, picking up this interference and carrying it right into the heart of your electronic circuits.
And that means our physical safety systems are directly at risk. We're talking about alarm sensors, IoT devices all around the house, those car key fobs, and garage door openers. These systems completely rely on precise signals to function properly. When they get bombarded by these invisible RFI waves, a wired smoke detector or a passive infrared sensor might trigger a false alarm, or, honestly, worse, it might completely fail when you actually need it the most.
Let's look at some common household signal blockers so you can spot your specific issues.
If you look at the top RFI sources in a typical home, you are going to find some pretty surprising offenders. Yes, microwaves, cordless phones, and baby monitors are major culprits, as we'd expect. But look at these others on the list: fluorescent lights, LED lights, and switching power supplies. Those are those little bulky power bricks, often called wall warts, that you plug right into the wall outlet.
It turns out devices that have absolutely nothing to do with wireless communication can be incredibly noisy transmitters. They literally leak electromagnetic radiation all over your house and right into the wiring of your home theater or your alarm system.
But don't worry, you don't need a technical background for this. Clearing the invisible highway is actually pretty easy.
Here's the best part. The easiest fix available is a simple piece of hardware called a ferrite bead or a split bead. Because we now know that individual wires, like power cables and speaker leads, act as antennas that pick up all this interference, the solution is surprisingly straightforward. You literally just snap one of these small, totally inexpensive ferrite beads directly over the wire. It acts as a physical barrier, stopping the RFI from either entering a sensitive device or exiting a noisy one. You don't have to rewire or modify your equipment at all. You literally just clip it on.
Another highly effective variation of this is a toroid ring. By taking a power or control wire and just looping it through one of these rings a few times, you create an incredibly powerful filter. So if you have an alarm system or a garage door opener that keeps acting up on you, applying these rings to the wires right before they enter the control box effectively blocks that stray electromagnetic traffic from ever getting inside and messing with the circuit.
Let's summarize your action plan. Step 1. Identify the victim. Is it your Wi-Fi randomly dropping, or maybe a sprinkler turning on when it shouldn't? Step 2. Find the source. What else was turned on at that exact moment? Was somebody running a microwave on the 2.4 gigahertz band? And step 3. Block it. You can change your Wi-Fi to a less crowded channel, like 5 gigahertz, or for wired devices, use those ferrite beads and toroids we just talked about. Now, it's worth mentioning that manufacturers of high-quality sensors do actually test their boards in specialized RF chambers called TEM cells to ensure they resist RFI. But for our everyday consumer electronics, these physical blockers are absolutely your best line of defense.
So the next time your tech acts haunted, will you know which invisible ghost to bust? The next time your garage door opens to an empty driveway, or your internet completely crashes the second the microwave turns on, you'll know exactly what's going on. It is not a curse, it's radio frequency interference. Armed with a few simple ferrite beads and a basic understanding of your home's invisible traffic jam, you're ready to finally fix these mysteries yourself. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I hope you feel totally empowered to take back your home's connectivity.